Alright guys, what we thought we'd do is give you a track-by-track rundown of the new album, how the tune was written, what the lyrics are about, and how the whole thing came together. So hope you enjoy it and hope you like the album. Safe.
Yeah, so I think it was the first song we wrote solely for Chris. So obviously we thought it'd be perfect to write it faster and heavier.
It really helped with my flow over the top, you know what I mean?
But no, it was, and that's where we experimented with the pianos. Originally on the demos, the pianos went throughout the track in the choruses, but it just didn't work.
It didn't work at the final. Obviously, it was with Steve. It just, you know, you're trying to put them in, but it just there wasn't really any place for it.
Yeah. Also, at the time we wrote it, it sounded very similar to Team UK. So we scrapped the two-step beat and added the fast beat.
Lyrically, it's about the secret rule of success. If you put 10,000 hours of effort into something, you should see the fruits of your labour. Big up my friend Nat for pointing me in the direction of that book. I think it's called Outliers. And yeah, it's a bit of a personal tune. It had a kind of a more of a storytelling feel. Something we hadn't really done before apart from One Love Story. It's kind of a day in the life of just kind of making a decision. This is what you want to do with your life and push towards it. And I'm actually really happy with the way that tune come out.
Came out with the and then yeah, from there the tune just flew. I kind of wrote it all as I was there, and then on my birthday, and then it was originally a verse, chorus, but
Scrapped it,
yeah,
too
we
long.
cut it in half because we just felt
it's impact, short, sharp, have that,
yeah.
Definitely.
Have it up. Ben went to the shop to get some supplies, and I was just messing around on my guitar, and I came up with the first riff, and the cell was like, that sounds kind of big, you know? And I was like, yeah, it does. And wrote the whole music for it in the time it took Ben to go to the shop and come back. and it's one of our biggest songs, so yeah. You know, it's a funny little story, I think. Cause
Lyrically, it's about you know, when you come to that kind of crossroads in your life where you just kind of stick at some boring old desk job for the rest of your life, get to 40 years old and think, shit, what have I done? Or, you know, do you take a risk and see what happens?
Hey, here we go! You see, an athlete needs to compete, but it's the work you don't see the goal.
Everyone that's heard it actually thinks it's the best song we've ever wrote.
It's not, like structure-wise, it's not, like, on impact, it's got that bounce and it's just got that.
I mean, it's the hardest intro we've done to a tune. We originally wrote it while we were recording Bright Lights, and it was just sitting on my desktop for about a year, and then Chris.
Yeah, well, I
wanted to rap on it.
Yeah, it was going to be an instrumental, and it's the first tune that we just rap, or I just rap constantly over. And as I say on the track, I love it. It's, you know, just the rich, nice and simple. It's easy to understand. Sometimes less is more with that kind of thing, and I think this is one of them.
Lyrics on me, and I give her one shot for free because I'm nice like that. I hit hard as I
it was actually one of the last songs we wrote for the album. I just really wanted to write a tune that resembled kind of like Slipknot. My cousin Tommy just kept going, that riff, every time I played it to him. And he kept asking me to play it to him, so I thought, well, if he keeps asking me to play it to him, he's got to like it. But it's got to be good.
Lyrically, we just wanted something that might work on a big stage, kind of festival season. And it's a bit of a, to some of those other bands out there as well, it makes you go hard, but it becomes a lot harder with it. See, the old version had like 5 different vocalists on it, and I really look forward to dropping this one live, but I think this one will open up nicely.
Yeah, it'll be hard one live.
Yeah. And while we're here, instead of having a break, this is on to Beat Eater 2. Yeah. Lyrically, Beat Eater 2 I really like as well, and his last verse over the drop on this, with the line, friends we don't need the most, the ones I keep close.
All our songs just start
just straight in.
Like, how's it go? Do it again.
all the songs coming like heartbeat, everything was coming half an hour, and then I just thought, start a tune slide, and then I think the riff just kind of came naturally as.
Don't start up a slate, the bill's been paid, hey, why should I wait?
The embarrassing thing about this riff is that when I originally wrote it, it had like a kind of Arabian beat.
Arabian?
Yeah, like.
See, these are the kind of texts I used to get for him. He'd be like, hey Chris, I just wrote this tune.
Put in the theory.
No, he'd be like, yeah, I wrote this tune, but don't worry, it's got like Arabian beats and, you know, ceramic pots or whatever else at the top. I'd be like, where are you taking my album from?
Yeah, it had this weird beat, but I loved the riff. And Ben came over and I played it to him, and he was just like, what is this rubbish? and then somewhere along the line, I just whacked the two-step beat on, and it made perfect sense, which I should have done all along.
This has a nice dynamic to the album because it's our melodic tune. One thing I like about Nation in particular is you literally don't know what you're going to get next. But lyrically, I think it fits in really well because for me at stage now, a lot of my closest friends, they're all kind of settling down. Whereas me, I haven't actually quite found someone just yet. So it's kind of a personal tune. Well, they're all personal, but it's kind of one with a bit more emotion behind it.
At sundown, maybe a download. Before they carry my coffin and I turn to bones.
Well, I'm coming into writing tunes with an open mind, but when they said we've got a brass section in there, I was thinking real right fish. Yeah, like literally. Lyrically, it's about, you know, it's kind of a thank you, really, to all the fans, hence the title track to the album. A big thank you to everyone who's actually in a band that does it for the passion and does it for the love. So yeah, thank you very much, Nation.